Oh. Okay. Thanks for having me, man. I'm so excited. We've been doing a little bit of a preview talk, and I'm like all I'm wired, man. Yeah, she's a DM. She's a DM. So yeah, and I've gotten her stuff, but I have never actually gone on the site like I just did a few minutes ago, and my mind is blown. Yeah. Oh, I can see it. Yeah. I can hear you. Can they hear me? Oh, well, I'll just take over the show then. Come on. Welcome, everybody, to The Crazy Crafter. I'm Edgar Landa, and I'm here today with Silent Colin. All right. So, all right. So Colin is going to restart his broadcasting software so to get the sound going. Um, and so you may lose him. Stand by. We are experiencing. All right. Well, and I can read your chats here. It's a little bit on a delay, but I can read what you guys type. So if you have questions, my name's Edgar Landa. I'm a friend and colleague of Colin's. I'm a fight director here in town, amongst many other. I'm a hyphen, just like half the people in LA. So I teach stage combat at USC, and I'm not a I'm a sometime crafter, I guess is what I should say. I set up over the summer, over the pandemic. I create. I don't know if you can see it back there, but I made a workbench so I would stop destroying my kitchen table, and I started making things. I started with lightsabers, um, and so I'm just playing around. Who's got questions, man? Anybody? That's who I am. I'm an LA native, I should say that, because I'm really proud of the fact that I'm actually from LA, born in LA, raised in LA. LA's in my blood. Go Dodgers. Woo! What else? What else should I say? I don't know how long I've known Colin. It- Yeah, but I don't even remember how we first met. Like it's like the fight. Maybe it's like it's like the fight world. Like you just get to know people and you don't remember how. Someone asked me, "Do I LARP?" I do not LARP. Um, I'm. This is a funny thing. Like I'm a fight guy. I'm an actor, and but I'm a fight guy. I don't LARP. I don't play D&D. But I do have an armory in my closet. I'll say that. And I used to have a much bigger one. I used to have like like a full on like I had assault rifles and all airsoft stuff. But I had a whole armory, and I just didn't have any room, so I donated all my weapons to USC, and I only kept a handful of the firing weapons and most of my swords. But the thing is now because I gave them to USC, I can borrow them back anytime. How's yeah? Update. We have an update from Colin. Okay, so update from Colin, and I quote: "Everything is effed still." How how's the weather in LA? Okay, so here, how's the weather in LA? The weather in LA is listen, man. If you have to ask how the weather is in LA, then then you've never been to LA because the weather in LA is always perfect. I'll just say that it's actually been really really windy because we are getting, I guess, some of that polar vortex here. It's been really windy. Yeah, but when we get winds, of course, and all the we get fires. So hopefully we're not going to get a fire because we'd be effed right now. So Colin is still experiencing minor technical. All right,
Hello.
I'll tell.
Hello. Hello. Oh, you have sound from me now, everyone. Oh my god. What
Wow.
what happened there? That's how I do it, Edgar. I start off every show. I told Edgar I
It's
love
an
the live
adventure, man.
it is an adventure. I told him I like live streaming because I don't know what's going to happen. And clearly, I am clueless, Edgar. That is where I'm at. Oh my god. Fingers crossed for no fires. No fires. I can hear you guys. Yay! It's so exciting. That was only 20 minutes of Edgar having to vamp by himself. Poor Edgar.
I improvised,
You
man.
know what? It doesn't matter. What better guest to have it happen to, right? Like what better get like no better guest because that's how we do it. Like we don't care. We'll improvise all day. Edgar's just like,
I'm.
cool, cool, cool. I'll take over the show.
I was ready to do my song and dance number. I was gonna like move my camera to into my closet and show them all my weapons. Like I was ready, man. I had plans.
Oh my god. Thank you everyone for bearing with. Edgar, thank you for being a co-host with the most right now. That was hilarious. I have never somehow it had switched my audio to like a random setting that wasn't my microphone. I tried plugging it in on and off again. I was going through the checklist and finally we got it. Oh my god, that makes me happy that Edgar doesn't have to interpret absolutely everything for the rest of this stream. Oh my god. Well, Edgar's already introduced everything. We're the Crazy Crafter. You guys know Edgar all too well now. I get to talk a little bit about Edgar now. Edgar's a good buddy here in LA. He's an extremely talented artist. Not only is he a fight director, he's an actor. He's a director here in LA. But like all of us fight directors out here and out there in the world, we have a deep appreciation for really good fights in not just film, television, all over the place. And today, Edgar was so generous to join us before your class. You're teaching this the little bit later on this morning, yeah?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, I teach
And
an undergrad class.
we get you. Although, like you said, you may be like, I ain't going. I ain't going.
That's right. No, I'm like this close to like canceling my class, texting my students saying,
sorry
no,
guys.
I'm a little sick
I'm a
today.
little sick today. I don't feel. I can't crawl to my computer and do the class.
No, my Wi-Fi's down. I can't.
My Wi-Fi's down. That's right. Oh my goodness. Well, we're gonna start off the next series. Like I said, I was talking to everyone before. Here on the on the stream, you guys can see the final, really cool, beautiful Princess.
Hey,
Bride
Colin, they want you to turn your mic up a bit. It's a little bit low compared to mine.
Oh my goodness, it's low now. How about that? I've been messing around with the volume. That should be a little bit better. Be a little bit better. Thank you guys. Thanks for all of the the technical aid. Not just Edgar, but all of you out there today too. We get by with a little help from our friends. Okay. Now that that's there, that should be solid. You can see this final setup here for the fights on foam. The first part, the Princess Bride diorama, it turned out really well. I had a blast making it, but we're moving on to a new one today. And today starts our adventure into the Kill Bill. We're going to do Kill Bill Volume 1, and we're going to do the fight from the House of Blue Leaves. And it's technically not... It's part of the fight in the sequence. It's not in action, quote unquote. Like, it's right before all the crazy 88 bodyguards from Oren Ishii are about to attack, and they have this really big, epic fight in this restaurant.
It's the prologue.
It is the prologue. Like, it's the prologue to the fight, 100%. And this is, like, the progression. Like, you see her slowly handle, like, some of the close bodyguards, and she fights Go-Go, and now, like... she's like, you're like, oh man, that was pretty tough. And then you hear all the motorcycles pull up, and then just all these dudes rush in and surround her. So we get to talk a little bit today about why we like this fight so much, which I'm excited about. And Edgar is going to try to help me design some minis on Hero Forge so we can figure that out. So as we do that, let me head on over here to this setup, and I'm going to switch over to my Hero Forge cam. You get a Hero Forge cam. Here it comes. Here it comes. Oh, there's Hero Forge. Is it up? Oh, it needs to be there for it to come up, I believe. Now it should.
Ooh, favorite sword fight on scene for me? Rob Roy.
Ooh, Rob Roy. Okay, why Rob Roy?
You know what? I think it's, for me, it's the best fights. A close second is The Duelist with Harvey Keitel, but I like the choreography in Rob Roy because first of all, it's two different kinds of weapons. The storytelling of how each weapon functions is very clear. You know, the fast, the rapier that's, it's fast. It's And then Liam Neeson has the Scottish broadsword, which is a heavier weapon. So to put those two weapons against each other and not have them handled the same, I think is great. And the two actors do a great job. And then the storytelling of the fight itself is, I mean, when you really break down, there's only so many moves you can make, right, Colin? You can, you can cut to the 3, you can cut to the 4, and the 1 and the 2, right? Right. but and how you put those moves together, obviously, is the choreography that makes it great. But the storytelling in that scene is phenomenal, and it's the acting of the scene. It's Tim Roth, and how he just kind of stalks Liam Neeson's character, and how he engages him with these quick sorties, is what I call him, pa pa pa, and he comes out and and wounds him. It's just a great fight.
It's like it's such a cool setup and dynamic, that sword fight from Rob Roy, because Tim Roth is smaller. There's a much smaller physical presence than Liam Neeson's character, but he's totally in control of that fight. He's totally in control of that fight.
And what's great about, again, it's not a fight related, but it is a storytelling moment to the fight, is when he takes off the wig.
Yeah. And
to me, that's the beginning of the fight, because he's not the fop that
No.
he's this guy's deadly.
It's a show. That's part of the mask. Yep.
That moment is for me is part of the overall story of that fight.
Yep. Yep. I agree. That's a good one. That's a really good one. That sounds like I've thought about that. That's on the list right now, Edgar. Too, by the way. It's just so you know that fight between those two. Because think about the hallway and like the area in which they fight. You know, that's a really cool setup to try to recreate kind of this like lower not quite underground, but definitely this side light coming in from the windows with like the chair set up, like the court as it were, bearing witness to the duel, and just these two dudes. It's got this cool rounded architecture. It's on the list. I'd love to recreate that moment. I thought about the moment, like what moment do you recreate with that? You know what I mean? And I like the moment. I towards the end when a blade is grabbed. That's when that's kind of one of the moments.
Oh yeah.
Kind of a cool transition for that one, but I don't know. We'll have to figure it out. Well, this is cool. I'm excited. So this is your first foray into Hero Forge, and it kind of blew your mind right before we started the stream.
Yeah.
So that's super cool. I want to, as we dive into Hero Forge here, what do you want to do, Edgar? Do you want to try to tackle the Crazy 88? Do you want to try to tackle the Bride? Would you like to try both? Like, what do you want to?
I don't know. I don't know what we have time for. I mean, I've already started a little bit on the Bride.
Okay, continue with the Bride.
I don't know if I'm going to get past her head because there's so many choices, man.
Well,
but I'll go. I'll give it. I'll give the Bride a go.
All we can do is try. Carl out there is saying that you're a man of taste with Rob Roy, and
hey, man,
like that's a pretty good one. Minnie Mason, we see you out there. Hello, Minnie Mason. I see everyone out there in the stream today. I mean, going through everyone, we've got a ton of people. We've got Wayne Broadhead's out there. Night Terrain is out there. Carl from Carl Makes Stuff. Tina Martins is out there. Zane Morgan from Zane Morgan Crafts. You have to check out Zane's crazy builds here eventually too. They're pretty rad. You'll dig those. He's got an epic build going on right now. Let's see who else is out there. Nat One Videos, of course, is out there. Hello, Michael. Good to see you out there, brother. And then it looks like Minnie Mason has just joined the fray too, which is great. Okay. As we dive into trying to continue to make some heroes here, Edgar, my kind of thought was we can chat as we go along.
Sure.
We start. Now you guys can see here the screen that you see up is my person. So I may try to start with some crazy 88 figure and see what I can do from there and save it and go along. But as we're chatting here, Edgar, we can start creating to our little heart's content, and then we can chat a little bit about Kill Bill and why we like Kill Bill. We get you for about an hour. We've got about an hour left with you, Edgar, before you got to go get ready for class. So I think we can do this.
I think so. And just so everybody knows, sometimes if I look up, there's because I have a second. I'm all set up here. I have like 3 monitors, but I just moved my Hero Forge window down to my laptop, so now I can look straight in and talk to you guys.
Nice.
And see my Hero Forge.
And see the Hero Forge. Well, this is like the cool thing. So you haven't even seen the color component to your thing yet. Once you do all this, you can color it and get an idea of a paint scheme and theme that you want for it too. If you see that paint option, but don't go like I can't give you too much. You're like I can paint everything. It'll be really cool. So in addition to talking about Kill Bill before Edgar leaves today, he's also like I said he may classify himself as like, what did you call it? A part-time crafter earlier.
I'm a somewhat crafter, I guess.
Somewhat crafter, but this somewhat crafter has some really cool projects, and I think we can't have you on this show, Edgar, without you showing off some of your lightsaber hilts that you built.
All right.
From scratch.
So the backstory is I built this. The reason I built my workbench was because I was working on my kitchen table, and last summer over the pandemic, got into my head that I was going to make like 20 lightsabers for my class. So I started, and anyway, so I'll show you kind of like my first one.
Okay, bust it out. Let's see it.
So here's my first one.
Let's see it.
And I actually took the bottom off because I needed to fix it. And this one, So this one does not light up. I'll put it, there we go, right? And there's the blade. And I don't have a tip on it. So this was my first one. It doesn't light up. It's just like, and you can, this is polycarbonate.
That's a good
Yeah, this is
one.
polycarbonate tubing, so you can bang it around and it's sturdy, right?
Yep.
Then I built this one.
Ooh, upgrading already. I like that one.
Okay, and then this one does light up.
Oh!
Right, so you can see it from back there. There we go.
That's so cool.
Right. So, and I have this, what I love is that I made this little thing here, so this little window.
Yep, I love the windows to see the blade going through the base of the hilt there. That's so cool. I like the button.
Yeah, so this is, I ordered these buttons. I mean, all these parts are like, I think from, just like, I think from a vacuum. And then I put a little leather thing and I sewed, I don't know if I sewed the leather on.
Oh, nice.
I like stitched it.
I like that
and
stitch.
And then the battery pack is down here, if you can see that.
Dude.
And this is from a vacuum. This is a piece from a vacuum. Right? And then I paint everything, right?
Yep.
So there's that one. And then
that color everything came out on that really good, Edgar. I like all the added detail that you started adding for the different textures on the hilt. That looks cool.
Yeah, so I mean, if you see, I distressed, and did a little bit of painting and distress and whatnot, right?
Yep.
Basically, I just go to Home Depot and I look at what might fit together. I mean, I did some research and kind of like what other people are using, and that kind of got me started. And then this is the one this is a two-hander, man.
Ooh, yeah, you got that big old grip on that. I like that.
So this is all like PVC plumbing parts,
dude.
Right? Everything, and then I did this whole leathered grip, and I put the little detail here, the little brown detail.
Yep.
This I cut with a Dremel. I cut the little grooves into that PVC pipe.
Dude.
I did little screws to hold the blade in place, and then this one lights up like so. This was a red one.
Oh yeah, I like the red one.
Right.
Super dope. Those are great. And those are really cool. Like those of the sound. Like I kind of like the lightsabers without the soundboard, because then it's game on for your post production work. Like you don't have to worry about that sound. You can add your own.
Well, yeah, and what I found, I do want to make one with a soundboard eventually, but I found everything I read about them was like, if you add the soundboard, you're more likely to, if you're banging it around a lot, you might damage it, and those soundboards, I haven't really gone down that rabbit hole there, and there's a lot to learn. And then I started putting together these. So I have this little plastic tube to show me where the blade's going to be.
Oh, nice. It's a little.
So you can see how, you can see it. This is all PVC. I primed it, so this is ready to go.
We're gonna have you on the Sunday tutorial stream just to craft a lightsaber with us one of these.
Sure,
days.
Man.
That'll be dope. I think we should all build one. I'll build one. My son keeps asking for a lightsaber, so might as well build him one on the stream here eventually. Those are dope. You're getting your lightsabers are getting some love in the chat there. Everyone's digging it.
Yeah, they are. It is cheaper than Galaxy's Edge. That's for damn sure.
Just a little bit.
I mean, there's there's a couple of there's like Saber Forge. I think is one of the big lightsaber.
Yep.
And so you can get some things from them, which like you can I bought the polycarbonate tube from a plastic company.
Yep.
But you can get their tubes. You can get tips for for the blade and little doodads and whatnot. So you can you can get stuff from Saber Forge and some of those other companies. But I like the idea of just putting it yourself. I mean, this probably costs like $10 at most.
Yeah, definitely.
If that.
Definitely a little cheaper. Just a titch cheaper. Well, that's cool, man. Thank you for showing those off.
Sure.
I think those are a blast. I jumped back over here to Hero Forge, and I'm started messing around, Edgar, with the crazy 88s. Now, on the right hand side, if you click on once you click on clothing, right?
Yeah.
You have outfits. If you scroll down, you can find different outfits. The bride's outfit, I looked at it a little bit the other day. You could try and like forge it however you want with that, but I found a suit here. It should be popped up on the stream by
Yeah,
now.
I
But I
see
found
it.
a
Yeah.
suit for the Crazy 88s, and I'm gonna try to go with. I'm gonna try to work with this one right now
All
and
right.
see how that goes.
I just can't find like a unit, like a motorcycle type looking thing
There's one up here. So there's another one. It's
for the bride.
it's called the punk uniform. If
Oh,
you find the
okay.
punk uniform and then mess around with the bottoms, there's like tracksuit pants that you can put on her, but that top jacket, the punk jacket, I think you got to take. I'll put it on here like so everyone can see. But like this is the one I was looking at the other day, and all I did for that one was there's some gauntlets on here, and I'm like, well, I don't want those gauntlets, so I went down to the gloves, and I scrolled down to the gloves, and I took away those. And then I was like, well, I didn't like the pants, so I went over to the pants, and I was like, where are those tracksuit pants? And you got to find those down there somewhere. I mean, cargo pants would even look better. Distressed pants, not distressed because her tracksuit's in good shape. It's just blood stained, the one we're going to be creating, but we'll add that later. So it's really about just kind of going through, Edgar, and finding what you like, like what looks good. There's pajama bottoms. I don't think it quite matched as well with it. Like I said, there's tracksuit pants ones that I really liked. But again, that's what today is about, is like trying to figure out what looks good. And this is us just getting ideas. So once we have a good idea of what we want, then I'll print it. You know what I mean? Like that'll be the thing. So go to town. I think the big one that you're going to have a challenge with, that I'm excited to see what you come up with, is the hair. Like the hair for the bride is a challenging one. Well, I'm going to let you work on. Let's go to town. Let's start working on the Hero Forge characters, and we'll chat a little bit about Kill Bill and the fight scenes with it. And this is you guys too. So every question that I propose to Edgar, and as we're talking, throw it in there in the chat, because we're monitoring the chat as well, and we're going to keep an eye on it. But let's start off, pretty simple, Edgar, is what do you love so much about the fights in Kill Bill, and specifically from the House of Blue Leaves, this big old battle with the Crazy 88s?
For me, I think it all goes back a little bit for me to Tarantino and his obsession with genre and the detail that he puts into it, in all of his films. And so in this one in particular, really taking that Hong Kong, it reminds me of Kung Fu theater on Sunday afternoons back in the day.
Yep.
And little things, like when they get flown on top of the banister and they're a little bit off balance, that's straight out of like all those drunken master films, when they're fighting on banister and they're never quite perfectly balanced, right?
Yep.
So little details like that for me are just kind of pay homage to that genre. And for me, that's, and then there's like the exaggeration of it, like when all the Crazy 88s are running in, there were only 40 credited actors, but it looks like there's hundreds stream, and it's just, I just love the exaggeration of it. So for me, that's where it begins.
Nice. I agree. The genre and like the mix, because it's a combination, right? It's that Shogun Japanese series, and there was a little bit of Edgar and I were like, we started geeking out. We're like, we're gonna go watch behind the scenes footage and like do some research. I rewatched the movie. I watched both movies again.
I only saw part one.
I watched
volume
both
one
because I was like, God, they're so good. I want to watch them both. But this combination of Tarantino talked about in one of the behind the scenes featurettes about that Shogun Japanese swordplay adventure with like Sonny Chiba, which was like the Hattori Hanzo series. Like that's where Hattori Hanzo comes from, is from that TV series. And he said they did it very differently. Like they would do it for a season, then they would stop, and then they would come back. You know what I mean? Like if it did successful. So it's kind of cool the way they did these limited series. And I love that style that he combined with spaghetti western with also he said he had a little bit of like Brian De Palma in there with that split screen action with showing the different action going on. The homage and passion of genre filmmaking that Tarantino has is second to none. It's really, really well done. And I love how he creates the world. Whenever he's investing in it and doing it full, like, that's what he does. To do the thing that I forgot too about this, Edgar, is like this was shot in Japan and China. The majority of the film was put on location using crew from Hong Kong cinema, the film industry there, and like employing those people. Yeah. And he said it was so interesting. He said when he got back, it felt like they were finally on location in the U.S. Like that was the home for the show. And I think I don't know, he just immersed the world where he wanted the actor. Like that's the world that he wanted to create. So that's where he went to immerse not only the actors, but the entire production was influenced by it. So it's pretty cool. I definitely dig that too. Now, what about, is there anything in particular out there for you guys that you appreciated from this particular fight scene, or anything in particular? Now, is it it's Woo Ping? Yuen Woo Ping has been around for a long time. That's Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon, right? If I'm not mistaken. Yep. That's The Matrix, right? The Matrix trilogy as well. To mention like a small snippet of what he's done.
Now, did Matrix come before Kill Bill?
Yes, that was 1999, and they started to wrap up. Like, I think he went from The Matrix and then started working, and probably did simultaneous overlap on Kill Bill as well.
Because for me, Matrix is one of those films that changed the way filmmaking is made.
Yes.
Because of Yuen Woo Ping.
Yeah.
And of course now everybody uses Wired and and whatnot, but that was the beginning of a new style of action on film.
Yep. And the way it was shot and done, like, I agree. Like, you had, I mean, I know in 1999 that was the first Matrix, right? And then we have 2000, we have Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon. Then we have the subsequent Matrix
films.
We have the subsequent, and then Kill Bill was 03, 04. So really, kind of at this kind of precipice in like how, especially swordplay on film, Edgar, because right after Kill Bill is released, or right around, maybe it was earlier in the year or in the next year, but then you have Troy, right, with the Brad Pitt. Wolfgang Peterson film with Eric Bana, and that is also how they film the swordplay and how much I feel like swordplay and the rebirth of violence on film, or at least the way it was being shot, was totally, I think you're right, impacted and charged. I think it was supercharged by Woo Ping for sure.
Yeah, and the choreo in that fight between Pitt and Eric Bana, the pivotal fight.
Yep.
That was choreographed by Richard Ryan. Thank you.
Yep.
And he has a great story about how he got that gig.
I don't know that story. What is it?
Yeah, well, if I remember, it's been years, but basically, he gets a call and says, we're interested in having you choreograph Troy, and I don't think they told him what the project was. And so, but he had to put together, like, overnight, he had to put together that fight.
Overnight?
He had to submit, like, an audition tape, I think it was. So he called over some buddies, of his, fight guys, stunt performers, and they choreographed this, and they shot it, and they submitted it, like, a day or two later. And that's how, and he talks about, like, He talks about, because there's a lot of those leaping things that Brad Pitt does in that fight, right?
Yes.
And he took that inspiration, I think, from imagery of the period and statues and whatnot.
Nice. That's the type of phone call, guys that are listening. Like, that's where, like, Edgar or I call one another and we're like, I need your help, like, now. Like, in pre-COVID time, like, we'd be like, that's one of those gigs where you're like, I need someone to put together, because I mean I've been in that spot too for like. Not necessarily being auditioning for, like, it's different in a theater. Like, they just hire you and they're like, well, you need to fight tomorrow. And you're like, cool. I'm coming into a rehearsal where I've never met any of these actors, and I got to do this giant brawl with a bunch of these actors on stage. So it's always crucial. Like that story of Ryan, like, reaching out to his colleagues. That's what's so cool about our community is you're very fortunate to have so many awesome friends and colleagues and former students, right, that are working to, like, you can call upon these people to help you put these things together when it happens last minute. That's so wild. I didn't know that it was put together so last minute form that Richard Ryan didn't have that choice. That's a wild format. That's a wild way to work.
I mean, it was pretty tight. The how things happened fairly quickly,
Yeah.
And he had to put together this video.
Dude, that's so crazy. It's so crazy. What else was there? Well, with this one, I know Woo Ping has a stunt team that he solely uses, like, that travels with him, that work together. And a lot of these folks in Chinese cinema, that's what they're doing from, like, an early age. They're studying wushu, and they're literally spending a large majority, if not all of their life, studying this type of martial art that translates directly onto cinema. And these dudes are like, I don't know, like, I'm not knocking any stunt professional in any of the industries, but, like, whenever I think of, like, what the training they go through and, like, how much time that they spend dedicating themselves to that, like, it's impressive. It's impressive.
Well, yeah, I mean, these guys are training from,
yay big.
Yeah. And it's funny. Jackie Chan talks about this because, if you look at the Hong Kong style, they set up the camera and then they let the action happen. There's not a whole lot of cutting and
Yep.
He talks about, because those teams have been together for 20 years. They know each other's rhythms, and and they can let it fly and let the camera roll and just see them do their thing.
It's pretty impressive. I definitely love the switch back and forth here. I'm going through right now. I don't know if you can see it up on the stream, but I'm trying to find different poses from my Crazy 88.
Okay.
Seeing, like,
I'm still looking for a top.
You're still looking for a top for the bride.
I think I found some pants.
Okay, good. That's good. What pants were they?
The mariachi pants, because they have the little.
Oh, they have the stripes on the side.
Yeah.
See,
it's not quite exact, but it's close.
It's close.
Yeah.
I'm writing that down. That's a good one. The mariachi pants. Mariachi pants for the bride. That's good. If you guys have any other ideas or suggestions out there for Edgar and I, as we are working on this, like, please shout it out to us. Yeah, we are. Oh my goodness! Let me put that Princess Bride diorama over there.
There's also the tracksuit pants is pretty good.
That's the other one that I found.
Oh, I like that one actually better.
You do?
Because it has a stripe. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Again, but see, the cool thing about this, Edgar, is, like, if you find a pants or something, like, another part of me was just like, a really crazy part of me was just like, just print the bride, like, without clothing, essentially, and then just, like,
paint it on,
like, well, or green stuff, like, use green stuff to mold it and shape it on her, right? But then I was just like, that's gonna be a lot if I go down that road, because, like, I do want there to be a larger contingent of the Crazy 88 bodyguards there that are surrounding and encircling her. So anyway, that's I think like finding the right outfit and trying to go with it as best we can. And you still could modify, right? Because you could do the mariachi pants, and then if you're like, well, I wanted a wider stripe, you could literally make that black stripe that you see running around her outfit. You could make that still, and you could still put it on the arms. You could put it down the legs. So you know what I mean? Like, anything's possible. Anything's possible. So if you guys have other suggestions out there, jump on Hero Forge with us and make some crazy 88s. And the bride, like we're open. I've got a ton of poses here, and then you can always throw them up, guys, in the Discord, right? Michael, if you're out there, oh man, I'm gonna put Michael to work right now. If you're out there, Michael, and you're still out there, you can throw a link to the Discord, to the Crazy Crafter Discord, and you can.
But you're also on Discord,
dude. I'm everywhere.
Dude.
I'm everywhere now. We have like a Discord. One of our awesome subscribers built the Discord for our community and like made it for me basically and set it up. So it's like cool. Like we share work. Like I'll show it before you leave today. We'll go over there and we'll share some work.
All right.
But if you guys build some of your if you build your own mini either Crazy 88 or Bride, put it up in the Discord. We'd love to check it out. I'm going to go back here. I'm going to try to paint. So now I'm going to get an idea of the paint scheme. I have this kind of cool, there's like a ton of cool poses. The problem with this now is that like they're different poses, right, Edgar? There's like different poses. So each mini I do is a different one that I have to purchase, which is it. I'm trying to limit it to like 4 minis, 3 different styles of Crazy 88 plus the Bride.
Well, I'm looking at some of the pictures, and a lot of them have that. Well, you're right. There's that, and then there's that.
Yep. Yep. I'm trying to get, and then some of them don't have katanas. Some of them have like a chain. There's a couple. There's women in the mix too. Mm-hmm, so I'm thinking I want to design a female Crazy 88 as well.
A couple of them one has tomahawks, like little throwing axes.
It's like, it's literally like you could design individual ones for all of them, which would be super cool. But that's Crazy Town expensive. I can't do that. So I'm trying to do three different types. I
think I found a shirt for her.
You found a shirt?
I think so.
What shirt did you
use? A top.
What top?
Where'd it go? Nope, that's not it. Well, I lost it now because I changed it. Hold on, I gotta go back. Oh, here we go. What's it called? The Outlaws shirt and vest.
Ooh, Outlaw shirt and vest. I'll have to take a look at that one. Outlaw shirt.
The only thing is I can't remove belts, right?
No, I don't think so. You might be able to add something on, but belts are kind of. I think the belts are what you get with the pants.
Yeah,
I think
that's too bad.
Oh, so Mini Mason saying would love a link to the Discord server. Let me get that out there for you. I can put it up there right now. Stand by. Stand by. I'll get it up there. Are you on Discord, Edgar? You're gonna have to get on. You'll have to join Discord just to join the Crazy Crafter community, so you can.
I do have Discord. I've used it for.
Oh, I'm gonna put it in the. It's new to me. I haven't used it a ton, so.
Well, you know what?
You're hipper than me, Edgar.
Not really. We use it at USC for backstage communications during a Zoom live stream.
Oh.
Yeah.
I like that. All right. So I put the Discord link up there, Edgar. So if you save whatever you save right now or build right now in Hero Forge, you too can share it today in the share your work. All you have to do is just go there and post it up and share it. How's your build going? So are you still working on the Bride right now?
Yeah. Now, so for some reason I got a mask on her face and I don't know how that happened.
She's not the one with the mask, Edgar. Everyone else has the mask.
I know. Or a face covering. She has like a COVID face covering.
Oh my god.
I don't know how that happened.
I don't know either. It's so funny. Let me go black slack. I'm painting up my dude right now. I don't know what color all of the feet are, but I'm going with I'm currently painting my dude up. Oh my goodness, his like pockets. You gotta like color his pockets here too. That's pretty cool. Let's make that. I want to do a different color for that, and it is a black tie. And then we need to do a white, church white. Whoa, let's go church white. He's like too nice. My guy right now has like a really nice face. I'm gonna have to go back and like get his face a little bit crazy in here. What color do you have it up there, Edgar? Like, do you see any of the colors of the handles of the katanas? Like, I think it's pretty kind of like a standard. Like the subas may be like, I don't know if the subas are black, the guard on the sword, or and like I think it's kind of just like standard generic samurai sword. I don't think they're anything too ornate or special.
No.
Okay.
If you look carefully, by the way, at the film, sometimes you'll see the katanas wobble.
Oh, I'm sure. Dude, whatever they had on there, I know they got worked. You know what I mean? Like, those things had to have gotten a lot of action. I want to make my Subagard. I mean, again, this is just painting it for the sake of painting it. I don't need to have it anything. I mean, it can make it whatever. But I like painting it up in Hero Forge to give myself an idea. It's what I did with the that's what I did with the Princess Bride minis when I did that. Rust button. Oh, that's rust. I don't want rust. Antique brass. Let's go with an antique brass on there.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, I'm putting like an antique brass on the metal piece that secures the blade down to the guard. So let's see. This is a gray one. Well, that's kind of cool. And then what am I gonna do with that colored one? Radiant orange. Oh, that looks cool. Ta-da-da! There it is. That's a color for one Crazy 8, but he's too nice. My guy is too nice. So I'm gonna go back and I'm gonna make his face. I'm gonna snarl his face.
I just found the color section.
Are you losing your mind now that you can paint? Like you can paint it as custom as you want, or you can just like slap themes on there and paint something up very, very quickly too. It's pretty cool. Let's go to face. Oh, we're gonna snarl this face. Look at this face. Now this hairstyle is kind of crazy because if I do this hairstyle, then it's gonna be covering half the face. It's gonna be covering half the face. I want to make sure that I get that in there, and I'm.
Well, that's cool.
Space. What happened? What'd you find?
No, I'm just watching. I'm watching you now do your guy here.
Oh, nice. Here when you're watching it.
Nice.
Let's see. She's doing her best to stop the spread. This should be the one. I'm trying to catch up on the chat here a little bit for everyone. Yeah, just cutting this infection. Well, oh, are you talking about the mask? That's what they're talking. They're joking about the mask that you put on the bride to like cut down the spread of COVID. Good job.
I don't know how I did that though.
You put it up. I don't know what you did either. Oh man, some pearly whites going on with this one right now. Or that's a little better. I kind of like that one. This is literally, Edgar, like, it's the best way to, like, if you have, if you've got time to kill, this is the one, dude. This is the one to do. Like, coming here is just nuts. You can spend all day here.
I know. I'm gonna have to give up my my dodo videos. Do you know that?
No. What are the dodo videos?
It's called the Dodo, and they put up they have a series of videos called Odd Couples, and it's like a dog and the cat who are best friends, or the turtle and the horse who are best friends. You know, like just odd animal pairings.
Yep.
And they're about 2 minutes each, and they're like feel good and whatnot.
Dude, got bye to that. It's all Crazy 88 time. Oh man, here we go. This is it. I think I found a good hairstyle that'll allow a mask on here, a Kato style mask. I think so. So we're gonna save this one. We're gonna rename. We're gonna call this one not Hero, but Crazy 88 1. Except, so now I could just do the same one and just go over to a different pose. Right? I could do a different pose. Let me know what hairstyle you guys think here. Like, you know, I may do this hairstyle and just make this male a female. I like all it's nuts. All of the different choices and options that you have within this site. It's, again, you can just go all day. Boom. I mean, true samurai. It's not that. These are modern Yakuza. Oh, that's kind of a cool one with some hair there.
All right, I found some good colors here.
No one had a mohawk. I wanted a mohawk. What colors are you playing around with?
There's a black slack for the
Oh.
the detail,
Yep.
and then there's some sort of yellow. What's it called? Fun Sun Cotton
Oh, nice.
is
Yeah,
the yellow.
isn't it crazy? Like all the different colors. So when you that's the cool thing. And this is like this is by no means a paid advertisement for Hero Forge guys, but like I just like using Hero Forge because I like the customability of creating these characters for the diorama. But when you throw it in there and you can print them out like super quick, you could order these, Edgar, where you just do like color. If you like, I don't want to paint it, I don't have time, I don't want to do, you could just order. You could order the color minty and it'll come to you. It's pretty good. It's a little pixelated and gradiated, but like for something that you don't have to paint to throw on the tabletop to play, it's dope. It's pretty amazing what they can do. All right, I like this hairstyle. Now I want a new pose. You can go in and customize the poses as well, Edgar. So like you can adjust them and like move. You can move the clavicle, the wrist, rotate the weapon. Like you can do all sorts of craziness.
Oh, okay, cool.
Oh yeah. So that's in the advanced settings, but I want like a new position for this. Like I like this position here. Can I raise? Let me go to advanced. Is it gonna do? Oh, it's just the sword. It's gonna let me do. Just gonna let the sword. I want to raise the clavicle up. Why won't it let me do that? That's weird. It's gonna make me do. It won't. Sometimes it won't let me do. Oh no! Here we go. It's just the head and the torso that it's gonna allow me to do. Can I bend it? Let's straighten this person up.
Hey, is there an undo feature?
I don't know. I don't see it. Is it?
Oh yeah.
Is it? Can you undo it?
I just found it. Yeah, Control Z.
Control what?
Control Z.
I just learned something. I didn't know you could Control Z do that. Good job. Control Z undoes. Undo Hero Forge. Love it. See, you taught me something new, Bubba. I got something new now. I'm trying to raise. This dude up. Like I want his hands. I want to raise. But maybe not. Maybe it's not that. I always messes with me that like I want the legs lower. You know what I mean? Like I want to be able to put the legs lower and get them in a lower stance all the time because I'm like it'll change the look. You can get some pretty cool low hanging ones that are pretty neat. All right, that's pretty close. I don't think I can. Which one is this? That's the torso. I want to raise so his sword is like kind of here at the midsection. I want to like raise it up where he's like in like a high guard almost.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I would have to go back to the individual pose and make that very specific. Let's see. Oh, Sonder, we see you out there, Sonder. Sonder built the Discord. That's our buddy Sonder. He's out there hanging out. Are you painting, Sonder? How's that going? How many minis have you painted? Let's see. What else do we got? I'm open to ideas and suggestions. Like, if you guys see other stuff out there, like, please share it. We're open to suggestions here. This is cool. Let's see. Let me go back.
Oh, okay. Now I'm in the weapons area.
Oh yeah, bro.
Did you put a sword on him, or is there a katana?
I put a katana. They have everything. The only thing that I don't like about Hero Forge, they have all these other options like they have different style blades, but then their rapier is like a single cup hilt rapier, and I'm like, bros, like you have so many other rapiers. So like I was gonna be super crazy, Edgar, for Princess Bride, and try to make like 32 millimeter rapiers, like a swept tilt Inigo Montoya rapier.
Yeah.
And then I was just like, that might be a little crazy for this go around. Like maybe later on. But they have a ton of different weapons. They do have a good selection. So
Okay.
I have the katana, and if you see the option with the fists, that puts the weapon in both hands, and they're holding it in both hands.
Nice. Yep.
Yep. Okay, let us. This one's pretty cool. I like this one. I'm gonna call this one. I mean, I'm just gonna rename Crazy 88 2. I just gotta make a ton of these. That's what I'm gonna have to do. So instead of going through, I'm gonna make. I don't know. I don't think I'm going to use all 10 of them, but it doesn't cost anything to make them and save them. So I'm just going to make a ton of these, Edgar, and see which ones I like. You can help me. I'll send them to you, and you can be like, dude, use this one. This one looks the best. Or if you made one, and I'm like, oh, I'm going to emulate. I'm going to make that one. That's what I want to do. Like, can I save and just, like, send one to you so you could print it? Like, can you make one and send it to me? That's what I want to know. That would be cool. Like,
I
if you
see.
made
Yeah.
one and sent it to me, so I could
Right.
just like, this is my buddy made this. I want to buy it. You know what I mean? Like, that'd be what I'd want to do.
So
Okay.
do you have to pick one of these poses? You can't then repose the pose, right?
No. Well, it's limited. Like, if you get into that pose, like that's kind of what I just did. Like my guy, I just made straighter. I just made this dude a little straighter right now. So, I wanted to. That's what I wanted to do with that one. So like you can adjust it, but it's limited. I feel like it's not as much as I'd want it to be.
Oh, I see. That's cool. I just did something cool. There we go.
What'd you do?
I can turn the blade in her hand.
Oh man. Oh yeah.
And I can reverse it.
Let's see. Zane. So one of our buddies out there, Zane, is an extremely talented crafter, Edgar, but he's also has experience in 3D modeling and rendering. He's saying I should have asked him. He would have molded me one. Well, there's no time like the present, Zane. If you want to mold, like if you molded one, it would be I don't know. I guess it would be the bride. That would be the one that I'm looking for the most. But I don't know how long it take. Like I'm ignorant to the amount of talent and time that I think it would take to like design that. But if you have copious amounts of free time and you're like, I want to take a stab at the bride. Try making a pose for the bride or in Crazy 8, whatever you want to take a stab at, Zane. We'll see. I'm open. Zane's gonna go into Blender and have one whipped up before the end of the stream now. Oh my gosh, that's pretty cool. So we're gonna get him on here. He's gonna try to teach us one day, Edgar, on the stream how to use Blender and how to create our own 3D models so we can make them STL so we can print them ourselves. That'll be a neat tutorial one day for the Sunday live stream. All right, I need some hair. I need some new hair for this gal. I like the pony. The ponytail hair is cool. Let me come back and do more hair options. I do like the little pigtails. It's pretty cool. I want to pose. Did you color? Are you working on the bride right now?
I am.
Nice.
I think I've.
Oh.
Ooh, okay. I figured it just now. I just figured out how to make her. It's that classic pose that she has. Is what I'm trying to do.
Yeah. Oh, nice.
I know we were talking about this one.
Yep.
But.
That's all. Make it however you want. Zane is not talking about the models. He's talking about the rapiers. You should totally, dude. If you came up with, we should totally do that, Zane. Like trying to come up with a 3D rendering and make the rapiers. That'd be cool. What a cool weapons rack, right? You could do that for the armory, like having like a blacksmith forge that you're crafting for your D&D tabletop, and then you just have like all these 3D printed swords, short swords, bow. Like that'd be cool. That'd be super cool. I dig that. I would dig that. All right. I need a new pose. Oh, these poses are cool. These are ridiculous poses. Now, can I do this? Let me go over here. Let me go to the gear. If I can get one that's like this, and then just make her... Oh, but it stands her up. See, that's what I don't like. It changes the pose. It changes the pose. For my Uma Thurman, I'm just going to make my own line of minis. I'm not that skilled. Zane is like, if I could make Uma Thurman, I'd have my own line. This is true. I would argue that you are a pretty skilled 3D modeler there, Zane. He's created a bunch of really cool Victorian doors, Victorian planters, a bunch of really cool stuff, Edgar. You'll see it when we pop up on the stream. He's also, he's got these lanterns from this current build that he has that are hanging on this covered bridge that are there's LEDs and the lights going down this giant covered hall. It'll blow your mind. It'll blow your mind. Let's see. What else? Are you guys out there? Is anyone else attempting this craziness with us right now? Is anyone else having fun trying to come up with different stuff? If you are, you'll have to let us know what you're working on. Dude, there's so many cool different options. I wish they had more. I guess they did have. No one had size. I didn't see size in the movie. Oh, Nokanochi is 200 great. Oh, they have the is it the Nodachi? If they have a bigger sword, dude.
Oh yeah, the taller one.
Oh! Oh, look at that. That is no joke. That is no joke. Oh, that's cool. Oh, I got all excited with that one. That was pretty cool. I like this one too. Dude, there's so many cool ones on here. Although the big two-handed one might be too big. That one might be Uma Thurman's. You could do that one for the bride, I think. Have the Hattori Hanzo stand out. I wouldn't mind that. That'd be okay. That would be.
You would make it bigger.
You could. You could.
Yeah.
You don't have to.
Thought about that.
You could also. I've done this too, where you take. Where is it? I have my little dude here that you guys can see. So this guy, I'll show Edgar, and then I'll zoom it in for you guys. But this little dude here, this is the character I play in D&D. So this is a Hero Forge dude. Okay. Do you see him? So this spear and ball mace on the back are added on to the, like, I green stuffed those on. This was like kit bashed. I found in the bin and paid like 10 cents for at the game store, and then this spear is something I sculpted out of the mold. So that's what's cool about Hero Forge 2 is you can totally modify. I'll show everyone up here. You guys can see it. Maybe it'll be a little bit clearer. Let me come out of studio mode so you guys can see this. Let me see if I can adjust this. Yeah, there you go. This is my Hero Forge dude, my little battle rager. I've showed him off before, but that spear here and the ball mace on the end I added because I can't just have a normal weapon in game, Edgar. Impossible. I have to have my character is a blacksmith, so I had to add extra stuff onto it that gives me more attack bonuses, because why not? Because my DM will let me. Now, are you playing? So I know your girlfriend DMs, but have you played at all? Have you played any D&D? Like, have you
She,
jumped in any of the sessions with her? Or like,
I've watched when she's a couple sessions. You know, when I've been over and she has her crew over back in the pre-COVID days. And then she played I think it's called Pathfinder.
oh yeah, yeah,
She played a one-off, like I think they make a Pathfinder for like one person, and so you can. So we played like a one-off Pathfinder, which I thought was pretty fun.
oh
I just don't.
nice.
I just don't think I have the time. I mean, it would be a rabbit hole that I would fall into, and so I've like actively avoided, like going deeper into it.
Yes,
But I think I would really enjoy it. But
I
yeah,
think
but
you would too.
she's a DM and she's been doing it for a long. I mean, she's been doing it since she was a kid.
Yep.
She has her own. I mean, she's had. I think her campaign. I do know some of the keywords, so I think her campaign has been going on for like 2 or 3 years now.
Dude,
You know.
that is awesome. So I think, see, that's a bit. You would go down the rabbit hole, Edgar, because it's fun. It's a ton of fun. So you would be. I think you'd have a blast. You'd have a blast because I think any of us, from especially from a performing arts background, right? Creating, it's what we do, like creating a character, developing it, generating this awesome conflict. It's too much fun, and then the combat component of it is always fun for me too. How I get to how I get to fight in game, and what do I do for that? Like all these components are super cool. Oh yeah, this is a good one. I like this. I'm coming up with new poses right now for my third crazy 88 here.
I don't know how I got this mask on her, man.
Okay, go to gear.
Yeah.
Go to mouth, and then you'll see it highlighted, and then just unclick it.
There we go. Okay. Jesus.
I put a mask on mine now too. This is a cigar. Oh, you have like respirator masks. You can do all the things with them. Pretty cool. Boop, boop. Anyway, you got rid of the mask, right?
Yeah.
Cool. Nice. Well, this is super cool. I'm so glad you joined for this craziness, Edgar. This is a ton of fun. Like, Zane is definitely reaffirming that it is a rabbit hole, Edgar. You will go down if you strive down it.
I know, man.
It's so cool though. It's a cool rabbit hole to travel down. Okay, I'm gonna save this. I'm gonna rename and call this Crazy 88 number 3. Except, did I save it? I hope I saved these. Did I not save these? Oh my gosh. Let me go. Oh no. I don't think I saved. Okay, so now everyone's going to get to see my son's creations. I didn't save the rest of them like a goober. So I've created the other ones that I've created, Edgar, I did not save. So yay me. I got to go back and create those. But before I do that, you guys can check this out. Let me go back into our Discord and see what other people have been working on. So we'll take a break because we've got about about 15 minutes, Edgar, before we lose you and we send you to be productive and work. What is this saying? What is that saying? It's saying Discord is doing what? Don't switch. I don't want to switch. Oh man, look at this. This is a bunch of people are doing some really cool stuff today. We're gonna switch over and we're gonna share and show it off here. Okay. We'll start up with Valerie here in this work here. Let's go on over. Oh yeah, this is a thing now. If you guys haven't seen this, I have now. I set this up the other day for the stream to support the channel. If you want to buy me a coffee and you want to support the channel, anything from buying the coffee goes directly back into helping me continue to make content for you guys. There's a link in the description below, and I think there's a little thing down there that pops up, and that shows where to go if you want to give me a little love. You can totally support the channel that way. You can also another huge way to support the channel is just by subscribing. Just subscribing to the channel and clicking the bell notification when we go live, liking, sharing, commenting on the video. If you like this content, every Wednesday and Friday I'm doing this Fights on Foam series, and we're gonna be working on Kill Bill for a while. It's gonna be fun. Okay, up here on the Discord, so you can see it now. This is all the work. This is coming in from the Discord now. This is from Valerie. That's up there, Edgar. You can see it. She's working on she's spray painting these things, whatever these are.
Oh, wow.
I don't want to fight these on the tabletop in game. Like, these will mess you up hard. But Valerie's a really good mini painter. She's gonna be on the show this Sunday. We're gonna make some. There's dude. There are so many tabletop games I have not gotten into, Edgar. There's one called big one's Warhammer. Everyone's into Warhammer, and there's a variation of it called Age of Sigmar, which is like kind of fantasy-based terrain. So
Okay.
we're gonna try to make some Warhammer fantasy-based terrain this weekend, and we'll have some fun with that. But Valerie's minis there look great. Oh, there's another one. This one is Valerie just getting into some. She looks like she's sculpting out some terrain with a riverbed and a tree here. This is dope. This is looking cool. It'll pop up there a little bit later for you if you're watching it on the feed. But this is looking really cool. I like this one a lot. She's got some more pictures here. I like the tone and definition of the roots that she's getting. Valerie, you'll have to let us know. Are you going to pour resin? How are you going to do your water effects? Because them water effects are true. They can be tricky. But this is a smaller one. This one should be fine. This is so cool. Digging this one a lot. Oh my goodness. Imagining Ben tied up in the corner. What are you talking about, Night Train? Like Ben tied up in the corner. You're talking about my son. So last week, Edgar, my son jumped on, like, he figured out the sliding glass door was open because I had to run an extra cord in here for one of the tools, and he jumped on the stream, and he was like, he crashed it for a little bit. It was pretty funny. Yep. He will find a way. This is looking cool, Valerie. I'm digging all the texture here on the roots.
Okay.
It's gonna be fun.
So I couldn't find the hair. I got a good color, and I think I got a pretty close pose to what she does in the the classic Kill Bill pose where she's just with the katana out to her side.
Yes.
So yeah.
Oh, nice. So you've got it to a good spot.
I think so. Yeah.
Can you save it, and then can you take a screenshot of it, and then you can basically like save it as an image. Save it as an image.
Yeah. Can I share my screen and you guys can see it?
If you share the screen, I think it'll mess it up. It won't,
okay.
It won't share it through OBS in the
all right.
Discord.
So I saved it.
If you go to
screenshot, I got it.
Yep.
I can do a screenshot right in the thing here.
Email it to me. Or send it to me via You could also just text it to me, like whatever. If you text it to me, Edgar, or email it to me, I'll throw it up in the Discord here as I'm looking through stuff. It'll be great.
All right, here we go.
So Night Terrain is working on. Let's see, made my very first 28mm armature last night. Please help. I used 24 gauge beading wire. This is looking great. And so it looks like Night Terrain. Edgar is like making the base to like sculpt his own like figure. So this is the other route you could go with it. I could go with this. Is just learn how to sculpt and then sculpt the miniatures myself. But that is that's good. The dioramas are not going to take 2 weeks to make. They're going to take 2 months to make if I do that. This is looking great, Night Terrain. I don't know what you need help with. This is looking really cool. If anyone's got any tips for Night Terrain over there, but this is looking really cool. Like, I think this is a great structure. What is this going to be, Night Terrain? You have to tell us. Like, is this going to be, what are you going to make? What are you going to make? Super cool. Yeah.
So I just sent it to you.
You did? Okay, perfect.
Yep.
Let's see. Did you message it to me or did
No, I put it in the chat.
You put it in the chat. Which chat? Did you put it up in the
The
chat?
Zoom chat.
Oh, you put it in the Zoom chat. You champion.
Now I wonder if there's a way to put patches on her suit.
Oh, could be. I know what you're talking about. You're thinking about possibly like the patches like over here. I
Yeah.
don't know if you can. That's a good question. I don't know. I haven't done it yet. I have not
Oh,
done
decals. Yes, there are, but you have to
Oh.
be subscribed to the Pro. It's a beta feature.
Oh, of course they want you to do more. Of course they want that, dudes. So
Well,
funny.
now we know.
Now we know. They're like, yeah, for sure you can do that. Let's see. This is Edgar's bride. Uploading that. Nice. Oh, she's looking good. We're gonna get to her because more people have shared stuff. We're gonna get down to it here in a second. This is really cool. Mini Mason is showing, dude. Are you seeing this, Edgar? You have to see this here in a second.
Yeah.
Like, these are gonna pop up here on the stream. But Mini Mason is working on this build right now, which is this. Yeah, it was this. This is the inn that Mini Mason is working on. The interior is totally playable. I'm actually dry brushing stage now. Nuts. So that looks like everything you're seeing there is what Mini Mason has made. It's just absolutely mind blowing. So cool. I love this inn, Mini Mason. This is so cool. I love the curved thatching. Have you done? I wonder, like, are you gonna go back? I mean, your brickwork and stonework here is really tight. But like, I wonder if have you ever done the tile grout in between the bricks, Mini Mason? I just got some tile grout the other day, and I want to try that with the Age of Sigmar terrain that we're working on this weekend. That's cool. I'm digging this in. This is ridiculous work. So good, Mini Mason. Top side view. We got a backside view of this chimney. All the other little fixtures from like the little walkway outside that's covered. This is, as they say, Mini Mason ace. This looks absolutely fantastic. Super blown away by that. That's looking cool. Oh, and last but not least here, Edgar, here's yours. Yeah. Oh, you captured the face. You got the shape of her face really good. I like that. I like that you got her face there. Like that.
Yeah, and I'm just noticing that I got to change her eyebrow color or something. Is weird, so I got to change that. And I just painted the sword.
Oh, nice. Well, you can always resend it. But this is like a really good. What this does is give a really, really good idea. I like that color scheme. Oh, the track. What pants? What shirt? What top is that?
That's the what's it called? Hold on, let me find it.
I like that top.
It is the Outlaws shirt and vest.
Outlaw shirt and vest. Okay, that's the one you said. I did write that down earlier. The Outlaw shirt and vest is good. Yeah, everyone's giving love to Mini Masons in right now in the chat. That's looking sick. Yep.
I just changed it.
Oh, you just changed it? Did you?
I just changed the neck.
Oh, cool. Resend it. Resend it back.
Yeah,
over.
yeah.
I'll throw it up there. Mini Mason saying he hasn't done tile grout. So there, you can use tile grout, Edgar. This is a new technique that I haven't tried with yet. But you can basically use tile grout, brush it into the lines of your stonework on the foam, and then when you wet it and wipe away the excess, it fills the individual mason like it's like the in between like grout lines like it would normally, like for any laying of brick and natural stonework, and you can like age and weather it if you want. But I think his stonework is so tight it doesn't need any filler, so it looks really good. All right, did you put it up there in the chat?
Not yet. I'm just
Putting
finishing.
it up there. He's getting there. Cool. Well, this is really cool work, y'all. Y'all, as always, are doing just phenomenal work. As Edgar's looking that up, I can scroll back up here. I wanted to see if I can show off. Is there any more stuff from... Yeah, Zane's got an update here I wanted to go back and show Zane's work off real quick, an update on painting his build right now. So this stuff that's popping up on the stream for you right now, Edgar, is designed by Zane and then 3D printed at home, and he's starting to paint up the outside of this covered bridge area. Oh, this is what the weathering is looking really good, Zane. Like all this stonework, the washes here. Are these homemade washes you're using on it, Zane? I'm wondering. You have to tell us. It's looking really, really cool. But he's blending, Edgar. He's using foam, and then he's using the resin prints to create this epic new build. It's epic.
Nice.
It's epic. Really cool, man. Oh, look, here we go. More.
I guess my question is, where do you keep all your builds, man?
Yeah, are you talking to me?
To all of you, like, where do you keep it? Yeah.
I mean, I have space designated in the garage for the racks, and I'm going to build. Right now, it's misutilized because there's foam on the racks, but it's like one of those giant racks from Costco that's like storage for the garage, but it has space at top, and my mom actually had this idea. She's like, you should build like a little rack up top, and then you could store your foam up top and just leave it up there, so underneath is all terrain. Right now there's half of it's dedicated for just terrain builds that I put in Tupperware bins and I store it there. But it is something that, as of right now, I've got like 3 big bins of like scattered terrain. It's all scattered terrain. I don't have a ton of houses or anything like that yet. A lot of that's just smaller stuff, but that's where I'm storing it. What about you all out there? Where are you storing everything? Because that's a good question. Okay, there's another side view here for Zane's build, and then you get this. This is the one, Edgar. So where you get to like, you guys are super talented out there. Where you're building in this amazing LED and light structure here. So it's gonna pop up right now for you, Edgar. That's LED lit from the thing that Zane printed earlier, and that is currently being worked on. This epic build, inspirational and humbling. That's how I feel after looking at it. Like, it's so cool, guys. You guys are doing great work. Did you put it back up in the chat there? Is it there?
Nope, I'm still doing a little final touch-up.
You are going to be forever working on it now, because you are like, I have the detail. I know. I want it to be perfect.
I hate all you.
No, you're excited that you found it now.
And I know I'm going to have to go in a few minutes, but I do want to, at some point, we need to make some more of these.
Oh,
like we need to get, the lightsaber.
Oh,
we need to do a.
I'm down. Like I'm down. Like we could pick a day. We could pick a day in March if you want. Coming up here, brother. Like we'll have you back on the stream. Like a little bit of prep. I know Danny will lose his mind. I know Michael will lose his mind. Which will be with us. My co-host for the Sunday tutorial. So you'll have to let us know down there in the comments, guys. You guys want to do a lightsaber hilt tutorial in March sometime? Because I'm down if you are. If Edgar's down, come on. Like maybe we do. That might even be a fun 2-part. I don't know if that's a 2-parter one where we do like one where I think what we've done in the past is like we prepped one and got it to a stage to where we're like, this is the assembly, right? This is how we assemble it, and then we already have one that's dry, so we can like you can teach us how to paint it up and all the knickknacks that go on top. So we just may have to do a little bit of prep for the stream. So we have one to build and then one that's ready to be painted on the stream.
And I think what might be cool also is to here it goes. I'm putting it in the chat. What might be cool is to send a buy list. So if people want to go to Home Depot and either a buy list with a pre-cut template, I can send that out before we do it, and then it'll we can assemble it together. And
I love it. I love it. That's what we will totally do. So we definitely do that for any of the tutorials, like having it in the description of like, here's the materials you need to cut and prep ahead of time. We'll get it out on social media, on the Discord to everyone, so everyone can build along with us here. Super cool. All right, we're gonna check out Edgar's new and improved, revamped. Boom. Ooh, it's coming up. Let's see. Bride 2.0 upload.
Yes, like a cooking show says Night Terrain.
That's right. Like a cooking. That's exactly how we do it.
I like the way Carl thinks. There is no universe where we don't want a lightsaber crafting tutorial. I understand.
True.
Totally.
It's true. That one didn't work for whatever reason. The one you just sent, let me see. Hold on. Let me see what it did. Hold on. Before you go in there, let me go back to Chrome and take a look at where that is. No, it's not there. That's so weird. That one didn't come up. Let me go back and look at it inside. Oh, if for whatever reason this one didn't come up, it didn't save. Like it's a separate one. Try saving it one more time, Edgar, and we'll see if we can get that one up there real quick. Because then we don't want you to turn into a pumpkin before your class.
You want me to send it? It's in the Zoom chat. That's where I sent it.
It's a different format. Like I don't know what this one before it saved. Let me open it up and look at it. That's so weird. It's the same thing.
Yeah.
PNG. It's a PNG. The second one. Let me see if I click and open it. What does that do? Yeah, it doesn't do it. It's like.
Where should I say? Should I put it into the chat?
Hold on. I've got an idea. It's coming in hot. Stand by. Let me change the source on this one. Then I'll show you. I think I figured it out. I think I can do it. Let me go to Paint. Where's Paint? There we go. Boom. Transitioning. Oh, there it is. It's up there now. I did it instantaneous for everyone. Nice. Let's check it out. Oh, you painted the sword. Yes, dude. This is a good bride. I like this one a lot. This is way better than the one I messed around with the other day, Edgar. This looks really good.
Dude, I'm afraid I may have to get a subscription here and just so I can get the decal beta thing.
your hook, line, and sinker.
Dude.
I think that's a great setup to have this one. This looks good. I love the I like this shirt. This is a really cool shirt to have it set up, and I think done up as this looks good. I like the shoes. The sword looks really good. This is looking fantastic. I'm definitely. I didn't use those pants and that shirt the other day when I found that setup, Edgar, and when I was kind of just tooling around. And I like yours. I like yours much better. That's why I have other people on here to help me out, because I can't figure everything out. Like, you guys are much better at figuring stuff out, and the more heads the better. The more heads the better.
I wish I could paint the buttons on the stripes.
The buttons on the stripes
on the pants, and and
well, it's pretty close to it. Like without getting it 100% set up that way, like it still looks really good.
Yeah.
Like, it's a great format to have it on there, dude. This is awesome. This is a huge help, Edgar. Like, I think designing, I something I neglected to do the first time around with the Princess Bride diorama, not do like the Hero Forge build and do it with the subscribers. This was cool, man. I think it gave me ideas and inspiration for what I think the actual minis will end up looking like. In addition to that, everyone else got to be go along for the process. I want to make it more interactive for you guys out there, and I think one of the ways to make it interactive is jump on Hero Forge yourselves and then take the screenshots and then start sharing them in Discord, just kind of like we did right there. That's going to be a fun way to come up with your own designs. So if you don't come up with it before the end of the stream today, then just share it as we go along, because then we can always come back to it and reference it later. But that's perfect. Well, we are. It's 11:33, Edgar. You are
Yep.
more than welcome to stay as long, but I know you got to get ready for class. So
Yeah, I got to get my class ready. But it's been a lot of fun, man.
dude, this has been a blast. Thank you so much, Edgar, for hanging out and joining us on the stream. I'm gonna hang out for a little bit longer. I kind of want to show. I'm going to draw and sketch out kind of the rough idea and plans for the terrain for the piece, and then I'll send you those pictures later too, Edgar, so you can check out like
Cool.
what I'm doing. But this is huge, and then I'll just give you a call later, and we'll figure out when you're coming on in March to help us build lightsabers.
For sure, man. Haha.
Dude.
And they'll light up too.
Ooh, I'm excited. I cannot wait. That is going to be a blast.
Awesome.
All right,
All
brother.
right, guys.
Thank you so much for hanging out today.
Thanks, man.
I'll see you soon. I'll talk to you a little bit later, okay? Have a good
Okay.
class, brother.
Thanks.
Later.
Bye.
Dudes, how cool was that? Having Edgar on the stream to pop that up is super, super cool. That was an absolute blast, hanging out with Edgar. And here we are. We've got a few minutes left before I sign up for the day. So I kind of wanted to show you guys. You're talking about. I'll show you guys kind of like the layout that I'm planning for the diorama here. I'm looking out. Yeah, and it's really cool that Edgar got to come on the screen today. Super rad. I'm looking at the screen for you guys. Is it showing up here? Is it showing up for the Discord server? What is it showing up for you guys here? I want my Logitech cam up there. There we go. We'll transition to that. Boom. Carl, you're saying I should reach out to Hero Forge for sponsorship. Perhaps I have already done that. I'm waiting to hear back. So, I have reached out to them, and we'll see what they say. I'm excited. I'm excited to see what they come up with. Okay, so I kind of wanted to just sketch this rough outline. If I can, I'm gonna post it in the Discord. Maybe I show this to you guys one more time of this setup and how I'm doing. I'm glad you're enjoying this campaign terrain. I'm enjoying this too. All I do is build lightsabers. You son of a bitch, I'm in. That's Edgar. That's what's so cool about. That's why I thought Edgar was perfect. You know, I've got so many talented friends in the fight community that I was just like, dude, I gotta show Edgar Edgar's lightsabers off, and he's perfect. He's perfect to have on the stream. He likes crafting. He sent me a cool little template for cardboard dinosaur bones that I want to make with my son. And you know, he's crafty and handy in general. He's also in the midst of Before Times. He's a huge, he runs and works for Spartan, like the Spartan races that travel and do all the obstacle courses too. So he traveled around the world, like helping set up these like awesome races, and like was there for logistics and setting it up. Super cool. He's a super rad dude. I'm so glad he came on the stream. We're definitely gonna have him back. Okay, so in Discord, I'm gonna share this back up here in Discord again. Let me get this back up here, and I'll show you guys kind of what I'm thinking about for this setup. So here's kind of the layout that I'm doing. I want on here this centerpiece, yeah? So I don't want to do the exterior side here. I just want to do kind of this recessed area down here from this tile work, the woodwork, and the clear covering for the rock garden that's underneath here. And you can see it's basically where all the 88s. Now, how many people on here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Dude, like, I don't know if I'm going to do all of these minis, but I kind of want to do all those minis because that's the way it looks. And it's not going to be a crazy crafter diorama without really crazy element. So that's what I'm going to do. It's simple, right? This is a simple terrain exercise. It's not overwhelming, and it's not challenging. It's definitely it's definitely going to be deceiving, because the challenging part for this is I want this clean tile work and that has variation. So I'm thinking about cutting them individually rather than drawing them in, although I don't know yet. I may start with drawing it in and see if I can achieve it. But this is like, in my mind, this is like dollar store foam core right here. This is coffee stir sticks, maybe, or balsa wood. Maybe it's just thin balsa wood that I use. I've ordered some clear plastic sheets to file on here, and then this is like frosted. I want to see if I can get a better shot of this. So this is where it gets tricky. Yeah, simple but a lot of pieces is right. And Zane has been a huge help, because I've been picking Zane's brain about lighting and using these lighting effects to create this underlit area. And we found some really good, I think, LEDs that'll work. But here's something else I just noticed the other day. And I'm going to try it. I don't have to, but I'm going to. This right here is frosted. It's frosted, and which is cool because it'll help diffuse the bright LEDs so we don't blind anyone when we turn on the diorama. And then, but it's leaves. These are leaves. They're like little vines with leaves that are etched in on the sides here. So I ordered some stencil, like frosted stenciling that you could basically cut out. So I'm going to try to cut out little individual etchings in this frosted plastic and try to create these leaves, which is crazy, but I want to try it because things I haven't done. I want to try it. Laminate the floor tile. Laminate floor tile square might work. Yeah. So this is where I'm at. What about embossed wallpaper for the tiles? Could do that. Embossed wallpaper for that could totally work. So this is why I want to pitch it out to you guys too. As I come up with these ideas and get this out in the open, I know you guys are going to have really good ideas that I might be able to incorporate or switch, you know? So this tile here with this wood grain here, lighter wood grain, the railing, the metal railing, the Japanese rock garden itself, like that might be the first place I work, right? Create the rock, create the base of it underneath, and seal all the PVA and get the sand that's in there. But if you look back, like the rock, there's circles. I don't know if it'll zoom. It doesn't circle, but like it's a little rock garden with like rakes that have gone in. So raking that sand, sealing that sand is pretty cool. Underlighting and stuff too. Are you going to do underlighting? So yeah, so this underlighting, if you're thinking about it, Carl, this side lighting right here, I think with the LEDs that I'm ordering, and they'll arrive today. So I get to like, a lot of these materials arrive this before the end of the day. And I get to like, I want to light the sides. So all four corners here with these little LEDs in a smaller, when I say small, I'm just going to go by there's already a grid to work off of here, right? 1, 2, 3, 4 is four. It's this 4x section, and you can see Uma Thurman kind of almost like they take up an individual square. It's not unlike kind of the grid format for D&D. So I think I'm just going to try like, what is a 4x4, or not 4x4, is that 4x4? Yeah, it's 4x4 here with the 16 squares in the middle here. I think that's what I'm going to try. So that's what I'm going to try up. And then this to me on the side is maybe what, like 3/4 of an inch, this little railing out here. And then maybe another larger panel. Maybe it's 1.25 inches, 1.5 inches out on the sides. But it looks like it's a little bit wider. So this is definitely, a small piece. I'm only creating this small circular terrain, this square piece with this middle, but there's a lot of elements that are going to go into play. Obviously the mini painting is going to be a little bit crazy, and all that good stuff. So I kind of wanted to switch with that. Let me come back over here, silence the Discord, bring up the Logitech. Oh, it's there. Yeah. So if I had this setup where, so we're going to be near this long, but I don't know, what is this? just going to go here in the middle because I want to set up. Lord help me, I'm doing math, guys. Here it is, math time. Boop. I'm just doing a little 4x4, kind of just mapping it out in the middle here. Right there. I know it's not going to be quite center, but that's okay. You'll see what I'm going to do. Okay. This definitely doesn't have the middle. You'll see what I'm going to do here in a second. I'm going to cut it all. Cut it all out. I think to give me a rough idea of what I want this to be. Yeah. Oh, speaking of yeah, I have some music. Some music in there. Right here. Where is it? Where'd my music go? There we go. Oh, some piano music. I don't want piano music. There we go. That's a little it. Okay, going into the chat. If you really want to get the scale right, you can use Photoshop or something to measure out the spacing. Yep, I could totally do that, Zane. That's a good idea. Tina is saying use cellophane to diffuse the light. That's a good work. There is a lot of detail work in there. Are those lamp posts in the corners? They are night terrain. And that's something else too. Night terrain, you shared some information. I want to come back. I want to share it with everyone in here. Before you guys leave today, try this. I don't need to pause it. I can just lower it. I want to share something. Night Terrain sent this to me the other day. There's nothing new under the sun, right? There's so many cool creators and ideas out there. But Night Terrain sent me a thing. Oh! Look at that! I'm just checking my email, and that is an email from Hero Forge saying that the sponsorship coordinator is going to be reaching out to me. Look at that shit. That's pretty exciting. I just got that. That's pretty cool. That happened just a few minutes ago. Fingers crossed for that, everyone. That'd be kind of cool. So, where is it? I want to go back to... Where did you have me... Night Terrain, you sent me the thing. There it is. I'm going to copy this link. Copy link. This is something that was put out from a YouTuber like 4 or 5 years ago. And you guys should check it out. It's a Kill Bill diorama in like a jar. It's really, really, really cool. I love the setup that this person created, and I'm so glad Night Terrain showed this to me, because now I got to I basically got a nice setup for it, and that it was cool to have an idea of see what someone else did for the piece, and I got really excited. So you guys should check it out too. You can check out this video. This song always plays. This is the intro song. I want a different song. Oh yeah, this one reminds me of Daft Punk. Anyway, I'm trying to cut this up, and then I'm gonna go over and I'm gonna hang out on the Pickle Jar stream. Hang out with Josh and Wendy over there, which will be fun. This, it's not quite, it's a little different. The spacing's a little off, but I'm just trying to get an idea of this. 2, 3, and on over. Yeah, it's definitely not. I know it's not 100%, guys. I'm working quickly here so I can try to cut this out and give myself an idea of what this looks like. So now, let's take this. Yeah, definitely not square by any means, but what do I know about square? I don't have Photoshop, Zane. I wonder if there's anything else that I could use besides Photoshop. What else could I use to make the measurements out to see if they work? What else could I use? Oh, I totally cut that at the wrong angle there and messed it up. Sliced off to be on the side just a bit. That's fine. No big deal. Just trying to get this idea of this set out kind of on the center now. Right, another piece. Like how far out would I go here on the sides? Does this go just kind of eyeballing in the middle? Like how far out would this wood plank? These wood planks can't be very far out. Let's see. I mean, it may even just be. Man, it may even just be like this quarter of an inch mark here, because this is the inch far out. I think that's too far. Maybe it's a half inch. Let's go with a half inch. How much time do I got here? A couple minutes. Thanks guys for tuning in and hanging out with me today. Really, always a blast hanging out with you guys. Troubleshooting, problem solving stuff as it comes up. So I have that. I can just create that line down there on this side. So it's there. Okay. So now let's go. Same thing here, out on the side. You guys can see my wild brain as it tries to process and work on the fly with measuring stuff. You guys are probably like, what is he doing? He's so crazy. The way he measures everything. Yeah, it's true. I just want to bring it down here on that side. Not too much further. Further down was that. Not too much further down. Check the chat here in a second, guys. I guess I could have done the half-inch measurement here, which would have told me, huh? Half-inch there. That comes out here. Bring that down there. It doesn't need to be perfect. Clearly, because it's me, right? So we have that that's floating on in there. And then on the exterior side, right, so we're going to have like the wood grain down in there. A plastic box, right? Yeah, we'll see. I don't know. Who knows? I see you guys like talking about like what was that? Was that Peanut Head 42? Congratulations, Colin. We'll see. I don't know if they're going to sponsor it, but we'll see. It'd be kind of cool. Let's see. Sweet for Hero Forge. I hope it works out well too. It's calling. You should try and find a plastic box. Maybe GIMP. GIMP, you're saying? I'm gonna write that down. GIMP. GIMP. Plastic box. Plastic box. That's cool. I like that. The music has no clue in the zone. It's true. I'm at Zane. Wait, what? What am I doing? I don't know what I'm doing. I am in the zone. Anyway, Yeah. So what's the idea with the plastic box? You have to tell me about how that would work. Plastic box would be kind of a cool idea. Turn that down just a titch. That might be kind of cool. But then the stonework. What if it went? How far out is that? I mean, what if I went 3/4? Let's go. Oh, maybe it's the full inch. Let's do the full inch. We're gonna do it. Kind of a rough, again, this is me spitballing in my brain about all the stone and tile work and the spacing of everything. I think you guys are totally right. I 100% with this build should do some measurements to get the scale as close as I can. So we'll see. We'll see where that ends up and what that looks like here in just a second. Corner night terrain. There's like little things at the bottom of them too in the corner. I don't know what those little other things at the base of the lampposts are. Kind of blew my mind. I don't know what they are. I'll have to check that out. Dude. All I know is that like I'm gonna be painting minis ferociously to the end of this project and this build. Okay. There's that there. Okay. So, here's kind of the layout right now. So, I think this is like planked out to the side here. I think. I don't know, but I'm just eyeballing this right now. And then this is just like wood grain texture here, right? Down. Okay, rock garden in the middle, and then the stone texture on the outside there, but kind of right now, that's one of my thoughts, right? Having a little mini right in there at the bottom. That is a lot of minis. Considering that is a lot of minis to think about and consider. I'd all be down. Considering the craft lab, maybe Zane can develop the box and you can print it in. Build your diorama with the rocks in the box. Yeah, I could. I thought about that. Like, I thought about like doing just like the recess, like, because this whole thing is going to be. There's a recessed portion of this where this is basically going to be. There's going to be an underneath, right? There's going to be a small recess that happens under here to hold the rock garden and the lighting. So it's more. I think I am totally a visual person, and once I have the other stuff, I'll be able to start creating and messing around with it. But there's 3 more streams plus time in between to build this thing and get it to a place where I think I can get it to complete diorama. I think I can do it. It'll be fine no matter what happens and where it ends up. I think it'll be cool. All right, that's where we got to a good spot. Like we created some Hero Forge miniatures. I got some cool design ideas from Edgar. It was a huge help. We got to talk a little bit about some cool fight direction from Kill Bill. Got to hang out with all of you. Got some really, really good ideas from all of you out there with your ideas about what to do with the diorama. This is huge. Lots to think about. Lots to consider. I'll be back on Friday, and I'm hoping on Friday I'll have some minis to paint. And then at the very least, you know, I may have a rough idea sketch to start actually texturing the diorama. Maybe I don't work on the minis yet. Maybe I just print them out and get them primed and ready to go. But I kind of want to start on the bottom up and like build from the sand down below and then layer it and build it up to the top is kind of my thought. And the final thing are the minis to paint. Yeah, so I think I can crank those minis out pretty easily. Although that is a lot of minis that I'm going to be painting. That's cool. Well, this is huge, guys. Thank you so much, everyone, for coming and hanging out with me today. This has been fantastic. If you haven't done so already, please be sure to subscribe to the channel. Yeah, subscribe to the channel. Turn on that bell notification. Smash the like button. Give it a share. Tell all your friends about the stream. You know, again, every Sunday we do crafting tutorials with terrain members from the terrain community. This week, Valerie from Brybox Studios is coming on. We're doing some Age of Sigmar terrain this Sunday. And Wednesdays and Fridays, I'm here working on these fights on foam. It'll be cool. I'm looking forward to continuing this forward. This is going to be a lot. What are you saying? You need to join. What do you want to join, Sandor? What do you want to join? You can join whatever it is. Had fun. What are you going to join with? What are we doing? Let me know. You can message me afterwards. I'm gonna shut it down because the pickle jar stream's starting right now. I'm gonna pop over there. All right, y'all. Thank you so much. Be sure you craft your passion daily. Hit up the Discord. Join the Discord if you haven't done so. Really looking forward to having you all back on Friday. Until then, be well, and I'll see you over at the pickle jar if you're hanging out there. Take it easy, guys, and I'll see you guys soon. Have a good one.